Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and start the replay up once again. So here I have a single siege tank. The siege tanks, the build time on the siege tank is much slower than what I remember, 50. So that takes about 25 seconds to build a siege tank. Hellions are about 15 seconds. Here I am calling in another mule, trying to just mine additional minerals as well. And here I am trying to move on to the north-hand side. I've already dealt almost a killing blow, but I still don't have enough confidence yet. I don't have enough confidence in the army, don't have enough experience playing against Zerg. And now here I am trying to push in. I think if I just pushed in right now... Oh, he has Mutalisk. Okay, so Mutalisk, the reason why I do not push in, as he has 4 Mutalisks just flying around. So he's going to try to go with that Mutaling, and he has that single spine crawler as well, and also getting additional spine crawlers in that back of that base. I'm going to try to move in with that siege tank. I have a couple Marines. I have a large amount of Marines that I've been massing up. I do not have stim pack, so no stim pack on those Marines. And now SCV trying to start repairing some of these units right here. Mutalisk now going to be coming in for that harass. 5 Mutalisk harass coming in from that west side, coming in from that 10 o'clock position. And I have really nothing left. I have a couple Banshees up in the air, but those Banshees are not able to attack the air. Kind of wish they were Wraiths at this point. Anyways, Banshees up in the air, and he quickly sees my Banshee army, and he was like, oh, I do not want to be fighting that Banshee army. So he quickly tries to focus down those units right here and trying to take them down. I have a couple of Hellions. Right now, I really... oh, Thors are only taking armory? Okay, yeah, Thors only need an additional armory, so I don't even need... a starport or a fusion core. That's what I thought I needed in order to build the Thor. So I always thought Thors were late game units. They're not. They're more like tier 2.5. I could probably get them a little bit earlier if I wanted to. Now I'm gonna go ahead and run into this bunker that I built in the back of my base. Mutalisk gonna try to see that and now try to pull to the back right now. Marines not quite as good against Mutalisk as I remember. But then again, I don't have medics. So, but the Muta harass is not as effective either. So here, but the Mutalisk coming in and just destroying my base, and I'm just too focused on that south-hand side. I still probably could push in right now. He has 52 over 90. I have 77 over 86 right now. Just trying to push in even more. And just trying to push in with a better unit. I should probably try to build in another bunker. If I can build in another bunker, that'd just be really strong right now. Here I have Marines just trying to fire back, and then just trying to shoot down some of those units right now. And here that spine crawler dealing a single straight shot towards one of my towards my Marines, so taking 20 damage right there. And now here I have that Marine, my siege tank. My siege tank just a little bit out of range. I still have an SCV not repairing. I'm still not playing that great. By all intents and purposes, I should win this game single-handedly. But here we have Overlord sitting on the top left-hand corner as well. Hellions now trying to once again move out. A large group of or a decent size of army of Mutalisk now standing up in the air, and now that siege tank now trying to. Or I move in that siege tank a little bit too far. I try to get overzealous, try to take out some of those spine crawlers, and here comes those Mutalisk. Mutalisk dealing, wow, so much lag right now. 9 damage, so 9 damage towards that siege tank. Siege tank doesn't stand a chance, and wow, why is it lagging this badly? Down goes that one unit right here. So, and once again, able to take down both of my siege tanks. Definitely not good at this point, and those Mutalisks are just going to be able to just wrap up the rest of that army and focus down that medevac. That is the problem with the medevac. The medevac is a much larger target for those Mutalisks to be able to take down, and the medevacs cannot heal each other. So that is a definite advantage that or a definite disadvantage for having medevacs over over those other units. Right now, Vikings have those laser torpedoes. They have 6 and +8 versus armored attacks twice and a range of 9, and they have that Terran ship plating right now. I do not have the only problem is right now those Mutalisks, there is nothing that deals damage to air that has a bonus to light, except for the except for the ghost. But anyone who tells you to try to counter a ghost or a Mutalisk with mass ghosts has so much gas that you don't want to be sitting next to them. I hope you understand that joke. Someone said try to be more funny. Anyways, right now we have Mutalisk now trying to come back in. Mutalisk moving back around, moving in with that swarm, and just very nicely done here. That Mutalisk swarm now moving around that map. I'm able to take down that single SCV that I had on that high ground in order to make sure that there were no additional expansions right now. Mutalisk now trying to come in. Mutalisk coming in and just going to start harassing this base. I need to remember the Thor is basically a bigger Goliath. And if I had remembered that, the Thor has that additional bonus damage and would have been able to just simply destroy those Mutalisks. I will build a Thor next time against Zerg, against Mutalisk. I promise, I promise, I promise. Here we have some missile turrets. Missile turrets are 2 attacks, so they're probably pretty much doing 14 damage per volley right now. And also here we have some more units, or the Glaive Thrower is now, or the Mutalisk just trying to run around that map. Yeah. A little bit tired still. I feel definitely better, but here, just continuing the shoutcast, continuing to having some fun. Lazz's strategy at this point is just try to hold on to the game and try to make sure that I don't deal any devastating damage. He currently has that Spire, currently doing the Carpus upgrade since I am getting those the attack upgrades, and now here comes that single siege tank, able to take down that siege tank as the siege tank was moving without the Marine coverage. I thought the Marines and those siege tanks should move at the same speed. I was wrong. Here we have a single Overlord. I should have taken down that Overlord, gone Overlord hunting perhaps. Now I have a couple of Vikings up in the air, and now we have Roaches. Roaches, rapid regeneration. It deals 16 damage. Oh, straight 16 damage, and it does not deal any. It does not have a bonus towards biological as I originally thought. So the Roaches deal a lot of damage, and now they are burrowed. So burrowed Roaches moving around the map. Very nicely done, using those burrowed Roaches sitting right there. And now we have a Queen sitting up there. Marines now perhaps going to come in, and Marines is going to get killed by this attack right now. So here comes those Roaches. Roach is going to just pop up in just a second. No, Roach is not popping up, trying to get behind, and then perhaps. No, not getting behind. I have a couple Marauders. Hellions now trying to move in. No, Hellions not trying to move in. I have a single siege tank. That would have been perfect roach bait. Roach bait. Now moving in with that single siege tank up there, and now going to try to move around a little bit more. Siege tank does not have the crazy, or it still has one of the best ranges in the game. Range of what 7 right now. But the Viking has a range of 9, so Viking dealing a lot of damage very, very far away. I should have just continued to chase. There's nothing that he could really done right there. Spinecrawler Hellion now trying to fight back against the Spinecrawler. Not that great of it. Not that great right there. And now more Vikings just trying to deal more damage. Here comes those Roaches. Roaches going to slowly come into the base, and I have a Planetary Fortress. So this Planetary Fortress, the turrets are revealing the Planetary Fortress trying to fight back right here, trying to take down these Roaches. A couple siege tanks, and here we have those Roaches unburrowing and logging up my computer, and now trying to come in as well. So the Planetary Fortress trying to take down all those missile turrets. The missile turrets really important as they reveal the cloaked. Not the cloak, the burrowed Roaches right there. And now here they have those units trying to take down that Planetary Fortress. Planetary Fortress getting focused down. Marines trying to come in. Single siege tank trying to fight back. Gets additional damage or protection versus armored right there. So these are armored units. And then once again, dealing more damage, and they are able to burrow. So I forgot that those units do burrow, and in fact I do not finish off that Roach army, that 13 unit Roach army right now. Setting up an expansion on this high ground, getting another Planetary Fortress. One thing to note, the Planetary Fortress does not attack air, it only attacks ground. Also, it can load units, but it cannot lift off anymore. So that's one of the things that I found out the hard way. You cannot lift off one of those units. Right now, Roach is now trying to come back in, trying to finish off this. One particular Planetary Fortress, but will not be able to. One Roach quickly burning and dying. Nothing left but dust right there, as here I am just trying to seal this front door, trying to get a better front door, trying to figure out what to do. More Mutalisk getting massed as well, and Thors, yeah, really wishing I produced Thors at this point. Here we have this army, a single Banshee just sitting there, not able to really join in on that fight. Long distance attacking against those units, and now here, am I even going to focus? No, going to lose a couple Marines due to my really horrible micro at this point. Mutalisk trying to come back in. I'm still thinking in older days where those where the Marines are just awesome counter right now. Here comes that Roach army. Roach gonna try to come in and just zero in that range, trying to take down the siege tank. Okay, once again my computer is lagging. Wow, this is really bad. At least it's not blacking out on the frame rate recordings right now. Here, just trying to take down more of these. Yeah, this is a definite issue. Yeah, don't know what to say. I'm running on i7, so this should have really no issues right there. Trying to take down more of these Mutalisks. Lazz just fighting back, able to really just push back and just destroy the rest of this right here. couple Vikings left up in the air trying to take down the rest of those Mutalisks. Mutalisks should fall, and there's my timer once again. So stay tuned for part 3 of this replay, and this replay will definitely go into the late game. So far, thanks for watching.